Guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, today's video is all about Halloween makeup look. So for this year I have created this super scary, super spooky gothic Indian ghost bride for Halloween, and I have tried my best, guys. I have put my 100% efforts for creating this look. Everything is my personal idea, and I'm gonna show you each and every steps of doing this makeup look in this video. So this makeup tutorial is going to be a long one, so please grab a snack and enjoy, and I hope you're gonna like it. But before going to that, make sure you're subscribed and let's get started. So you can see I have worn one single lens, so from these pair of crazy lens in the shade white out on my right eye, and this is how I am looking. And now it's time to apply primer. Since I am gonna apply and layer on a lot of products on my face, I just want to have a barrier between my skin and my foundation, hence I'm using this pore minimizing primer from PAC, and it's a very smooth in texture, guys. It's having a very nice consistency. Being a pore minimizing primer, this doesn't dry out my skin, and it smells so good, so I just like it a lot. So you can see I have applied primer on my face, and now I'm going to take a regular tissue paper like this and cut up a strip from this with the help of a scissor. You can use a blotting tissues as well. So I'm going to place that strip of tissue paper at the center of my face to divide my face into two halves. Now, using water with the help of a foundation brush, a flat foundation brush, I'm gonna just run it on top of that tissue paper which I have put at the center of my face. So this is basically just gonna create more like a sort of a scaly peeling skin at the center of my face. Now with the help of my fingers, I'm gonna peel off the sides of the tissue paper like this. It's very much difficult to explain, guys, and I hope you can understand what I am doing. So this will automatically make your skin look it's naturally peeling off. Now taking FEVICOL craft glue, which is very much safe to use on skin. It's non-toxic. With the help of a flat brush, I'm gonna apply it on top of that tissue paper which I have applied at the center of my face. This will harden the tissue paper and will dry out later and make it more like a skin. Also apply that tissue on my neck to divide my neck into two halves, because I just want that natural looking peeling of skin on my neck as well. Now with the help of a hair dryer, I'm gonna dry out that tissue paper like this, and that glue as well. Now when this is a little bit dry, with the help of a pusher which I basically use for removing my whiteheads and my blackheads, I will be just scraping off one side of the tissue paper like this. Basically this is just making my face look naturally peeling off. So you can see this is what I am doing. I'm just doing this on my forehead, on the sides of my nose, even on my lips, to make it look really natural, to make it look as your skin is naturally scaly in nature. I'm also doing it on my neck as well. Now I'm taking this LA Girl Pro HD Illuminating Foundation in the shade Natural, which is a lot more lighter than my skin tone. It's having more like a pink undertone, so this will look more pale on my skin since I have got warm undertone. So on the sides on which I'm gonna create that dead ghost look, I will be applying this foundation and blend this out using the Disguise Cosmetics beauty sponge. And you can see this is looking so white on the skin, and you can actually make out the difference between the two sides. Now I'm going to take the Sugar All Set to Go translucent powder, which is having a translucent finish, but it's actually helps in making your face look really matte. Since I'm going to create that gothic look on that side of my face, I just want it really matte and dry, hence I'm using a lot of powders on that side. Now taking this Beauty Glaze Color Studio palette, I'm going to take this white eyeshadow in a flat shaded brush and apply it all over the right side of my face. So this really takes a lot of time, guys, but it's worth it because you can actually make out the difference that this part of your face is looking really white. You can even use white foundation, but since I don't have white foundation, I am just putting so much efforts to make my face look white. Now taking a black eyeshadow from the same palette, and with the help of a flat shader brush, I'm going to apply it all over my lid like this. Layer it on a number of times to get the best pigmentation, as you can see. Now I'm going to take the ColourPop Dream Street palette and going to take this matte teal shade from the palette in a fluffy blending brush from Pro Arte. I'm going to apply it all over my crease and slowly build up the color over there and blend it very nicely to make my eyes look really smoky, really like a dead woman. So you can see I'm just blending this out so nicely and just blending this in with the previous lid shade, with the black shade that I have put on. Also running it on my lower lash line like this, and you can see this is just making my eyes look so scary, so spooky. I just love it. And now I'm going to take that red shade from the same palette, from the Dream Street palette, and in another blending brush I'm going to apply it right on over my crease, on the brow bone region, and blend it very nicely with the previous teal shade. I'm also going to just apply this on a little below my lower lash line, as you can see, and this is just creating such a nice red ombre effect surrounding my eyes. Now I'm going to just dust off the fallouts that is having on my face, taking the teal shade again in a fluffy blending brush. I'm just going to blend it on the areas where I have made my skin looking scaly, or you can see this is what I am doing. I can't explain, guys. It's very much difficult for me to explain this part. I'm just putting it on the inner part of that tissue paper which I have peeled off before. So I'm just making a difference between the two parts using this eyeshadow and blending it very nicely, and you can actually see the difference that this part looks completely different. Using the same teal matte eyeshadow, I will be using in a contour brush and contour my face with it. Since most ghosts have very structured contour face, I just want that contoured look. I'm also putting it on my jawline, also on my forehead as well. Also putting it on my neck and also on my collarbone region to make it more like a ghost. Now taking the black eyeshadow, I am putting it just below my cheekbones like this to blend it with the previous teal shade. Run it very close to my lash line, the same black color, to make it look a lot more scary. Now using my fingers, I'm gonna smudge out the sides of the eyeshadows, as you can see, to make it look much more messier. Now I'm going to take this PAC Long Lasting Kohl in the shade Forest Green, which I'll be using as a brow pencil. I will be just using it on my brows like this, just roughly drawing my brows with the help of this green pencil to match with the teal shade which I have put surrounding the right side of my face. And you can see this just creates such a nice dead look to my face. Now using a black shadow, I am putting it in the bottom of my brows. Is that making any sense? And blending this in with the help of a spoolie, as you can see. Now intensifying that teal shade again with the help of a black eyeshadow to just make it look much more intense and nice. As you can see, I'm just putting it at the center of my face where I have put that tissue paper on. Now for the Kajal, I'm using the INCOLOR Glide On Gel Kajal in the shade Jet Black, which is so black, so creamy to apply. I'm tightlining my upper and my lower lash line of the right side of my face with the help of this Kajal. I'm not gonna wear any mascara. For the lips, I'm using the same PAC Long Lasting Kohl in the shade Forest Green and putting it on the right side of my lips, the half which is just peeking through just below the tissue paper, as you can see. I'm also gonna intensify that green Kajal on my brows to make it look more like a ghost. As you can see, I was really scared when I was creating the look, guys. And now I'm just making more like a fish face and applying this black eyeshadow surrounding the rims of my lips, as you can see, to to just make it look more like pale or having no blood in it. This is the star of the show, guys. It's the ADS Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade 402 Blood Red, which I'm gonna use as a blood on my face. So I'll be using this liquid lipstick as blood dripping off from my eyes. And you can see this is what I am doing, and the shade is perfect for just creating artificial bloods because it's red having brown undertone, so it's very intense and a super dark red. I'm also just creating a more like artificial blood running off from my nose like this, and put it at the center of my lips and press my lips together to make it look as my mouth is naturally having blood in it. And also gonna create this artificial sort of blood dripping off from my mouth as well. And you can see this is just changing the look of this side of my face completely different from the other side. Now taking a blending brush, I'm gonna just smudge that liquid lipstick a little bit to make it look more natural, as if you are having like blood surrounding that region really well. Now using the same liquid lipstick, I'm gonna press it at the center of my face where I have scraped up the tissue paper, and you can see this is what I'm doing, and just intensifying that region with the help of that blood to make it look really natural, to make it look more gothic, more spooky. This is what I'm doing, guys. Now I'm going to take this Velavosti lip gloss in the shade Turf Tan and run it on top of that liquid lipstick which I have put as blood. So since it's a gloss, it will make those blood look really glossy and really natural. So you can see this part of my face is done. Now it's time to do my left side. So on this side of my face, I'm going to apply this Maybelline Super Stay 24-Hour Full Coverage Foundation in the shade 310 Sun Beige, which matches me perfectly, guys. And on this side, I'm going to create a super nice bridal makeup look, natural, normal makeup look, which I generally do. So I'm going to blend this in using the same sponge. With the help of a flat shaded brush, I'm going to apply the foundation on top of the tissue paper which I have put at the center of my face to make it look really natural, more like a skin. So I just want that tissue paper look like a natural skin on my face. So I just want that same shade running it at the center of my face. Also applying it on my neck to make this look really natural, really skin-like, and I just don't want that difference. So for the concealer, I'm using the PAC Spotlight Ready concealer in the shade Nutcracker, which is a really highlighting concealing shade for my skin tone. I'm putting it under my eyes, around my nose, around my mouth, on my left side, and blend this in using the same sponge. Now taking the Eyeliner Wet n Dry Powder Foundation in the shade Warm Beige, I'm gonna set the right side of my face. And you can see this is looking so natural, so nice, a perfect looking. Now for the brows, I'm using this Europe Girl Cosmetics brow kit, and at first I'm going to take this ash brown shade from the palette and outline my brows with it. I'm using the same brush it comes with because this brush is really useful, guys. With this brush you can actually do your eyebrows within minutes. So I'm also filling this in using the same shade, and it looks really natural, really nice. Now taking the Dream Street palette again, I'm going to take this rusty brown shade as a transition color and put it all over my crease and blend it very nicely with the help of a fluffy blending brush. Now I'm going to take this chocolate brown shade in a tapered blending brush and run it right in the outer corners of my eyes to create a very nice depth to my eyes. Blending it very nicely so that it looks much natural and it looks very nice on my eyes. Now taking this champagne shade from the palette, I'm going to spray a little bit of fixer on it to make it look really intense and nice. I'm going to put it at the center of my lid, all over my lid basically. Now taking the previous transition color again, that rusty brown shade, I'm gonna blend out the edges so that everything looks really nice and there is no harsh lines. Now this is a liquid eyeshadow in the shade Awkward Titan from Nika K, which is basically a champagne shade having lots of golden glitters in it. I'm gonna run it at the center, basically all over my lid where I have put that champagne shade, and tightline my eyes with the help of the same INCOLOR gel pencil. Taking that rusty brown shade again, I'm gonna smudge out the kohl which I have put in my lower lash line. Now taking the champagne shade again from the palette, I'm gonna highlight the inner corner of my eyes. This is the L'Oreal gel liner in the shade Profound Black, and with the help of this liner I'm gonna create a very nice winged eyeliner on my eye. So you can see this is how I have done my winged eyeliner and it's looking really nice. For the mascara, I'm using the NYX Worth the Hype mascara, and I'm gonna coat my lower and my upper lashes with it. So this mascara is very nice for giving very nice length to your lashes. It separates your lashes and helps in creating very nice natural look. Now for contouring the left side of my face, I'm using this Maybelline Master Contour palette, and taking the contouring shade from the palette, I'm gonna contour my left side with it. I'm gonna put it under my cheekbones, run it on my jawline to hide my double chin, and also gonna put it on my forehead to make my face look really structured, defined, and really nice. But make sure you blend your contouring shade really well. Taking the blush from the same palette, I'm gonna pop it on the apples of my face. For the highlighter, I'm using the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter in the shade Molten Gold, and I'm gonna put it on the highest points of the right side of my face. I'm putting it on my cheekbones, on my forehead, and also gonna highlight my brow bone with the same highlighting shade. For the lashes, I'm using this pair of Bay Beauty lashes, and I'm gonna pop it on my left eye. A lot of you guys actually wanted to know how I wear lashes, so this is how I wear false lashes. So you can see this is how pretty this is looking now. For the lipstick, I'm using the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in the shade Pioneer, and I'm gonna apply it on the left side of my lips, and also gonna apply it on the tissue paper which I have put on my lips as well, so that it looks natural. It seems that my the skin of my lips is naturally peeling off, so make sure you apply it on the tissue paper as well. So it takes a lot of effort, guys, and it takes a lot of time to put it perfectly on your lips. I'm gonna cut a bindi into 2 halves and apply 1 half on my forehead as a bindi. And you can see this is how it's looking now. Now to set my overall face, I'm using this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Setting Spray and spritzing this all over my face to set my makeup, and this is how my makeup look turned out. So this is my take on the Halloween 2019 makeup look, guys. This is how I created the Indian Ghost Bride look, and I have put a lot of efforts on this look. So I hope you will consider subscribing. So please hit on the like button if you like this video, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. We'll see you soon, guys. Happy Halloween. I love you.